Hey everyone, welcome to Up All Night DIY. I'm Monica. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm participating in the 4th Friday Challenge, hosted by Sarah of Jujubee DIY and Lisa of Our Grey House. I'll be making some retro kitschy ornaments. Let's get into it. To make these super easy cupcake ornaments, I'm using these shatterproof balls and cupcake liners. So the first thing I'll do is I'll put a good bit of hot glue in the bottom of my liner. Then I'll place the ball into the glue on a slight tilt. And I'll hold it for a moment until the glue grabs on. To make the whipped cream, I'll fill a pastry bag with some modeling paste. You can use spackle or even silicone, but I prefer this. I'll squeeze a dollop just next to the hanger. I'm using a Dollar Tree glitter ball as my cherry. These are the bowl filler balls. They come in packets of all different colors, a variety of sizes. And I'll just push it into the center of my whipped cream. With tweezers, I'll add some red and green glass beads as jimmies, or sprinkles, as they're known in some places, into the whipped cream, and I'll just kind of push them in there to make sure that they stay put. Almost all of the supplies are from the Dollar Tree, except for the modeling paste and the glass beads and my glitter. Finally, I'll sprinkle it with some diamond dust to give it a sugared look. And that's it. They're done. How cute are these? So simple and just so adorable. These are perfect for my tray because I decorate with all candy and milkshakes and ice cream and pie. Not only will they look really cute on your tree, but they'd look great on a tiered tray too. Really cute. Loving it. DIY number 2, Merry and Bright Ornaments. I'm totally digging these glittered mid-century Christmas kitsch ornaments. So I'm starting out with some Polycryl and some clear plastic Dollar Tree balls. These were a 2-pack. So we'll start by stirring my Polycryl, and I'll pop the hangers from my ornaments, and then I'll fill a medicine syringe with Polycryl and I'll add it to my ornament. I use 3 syringes full. I swirl it about until the entire inside of the ball is coated, and I'll cover the hole with a paper towel and give it a good shake to get the very top of the ball coated. Then I'll pour the excess back into the can. Then I'll let them sit upside down on a little cup to let them drain, just for a few minutes. I'll pour some of this Aqua ultrafine glitter into my balls. Some paper into a cone to use as a funnel. I add a good bit of the glitter, and just like the Polycryl, I'll rotate the ball until the inside is completely covered in glitter. I'll place my fingers over the top and give it a shake. Then I'll pour the excess back into the bottle, and I'll set them aside to dry for about half an hour. Once they're dry, I'll pop the tops back on. In red and green vinyl, I've cut the words Merry and Bright with my silhouette. I used Font Diner for that retro mid-century aesthetic. Before applying to my ornaments, I'm going to trim the transfer tape close to the lettering. I feel that it gives me more control when applying. When sticking vinyl to a rounded surface, I always start by applying the center first, and then I work my way out. And then for the tricky part, I'll slowly peel off the tape but it was easier than I thought. Sometimes that vinyl just wants to come up along with the tape, especially on these smaller letters. Ta-da! I've cut some classic starbursts in 4 different colors, and I'll add them all around the ornament. Didn't have to use transfer tape to apply these. I did use my tweezers to lift them from the backer. And then I just placed them randomly all around the ball, alternating colors. I'll make a wee bow with this cute Christmas ribbon. Looks like ribbon candy, doesn't it? As you can see, it's nothing too fancy. I'm just making loops one behind the other, and then I'll just twist it off with a pipe cleaner. I glue a red gem to the center to add a bit more kitsch. To string my ornaments, I'll use some red and white baker string, about 16 inches I guess, and I'll tie the ends in a knot. I'll pass one end of the string through the hanger of my Merry ball. And then I'll open that end and make a loop and pull the other end through the opening. Then I'll pass the other end through the hanger on the bright ball, but this time I'll pass the loop over the Merry ball and pull the knot up to the bright ball. Glue my balls together. Merry will be slightly higher than bright. And I'll hold them in place until they stick. Make my hanger, I'll wrap my pipe cleaner around my glitter bottle. I'll cross the ends so that the pipe cleaner is right up against the bottle. I'll give it a twist, then I'll wrap the ends around the bottle again, giving it another couple twists. And I'll pop the bottle out. Now I'll wrap one end around the loop, leaving the other end hanging down. I'm pretty sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'll use that end to attach my balls to the loop by wrapping the end around the string and then around the pipe cleaner loop. I twist my bow onto my string just below the loop, and I'll cut off the excess pipe cleaner. And we're done. Third and final project will be a mid-century ornament sign. I've removed the jute from my Dollar Tree ornament cutout, and I'll give it 2 coats of Ceramcoat Tropic Bay Blue. I printed this mid-century modern shape that I found on Google. I printed it on cardstock and I cut it out, and I'll trace it onto my sign. I originally painted the boomerang shape in Jubilee green, but I didn't like it. I thought it was too dark and didn't really have that mid-century vibe. So I repainted it with 2 coats of spring green, and I feel like that's got more of the aesthetic I'm going for. I painted the rounded rectangle with Ceramcoat watermelon. The crown, I painted drizzle gray. I'll use Folk Art floating medium to assist with my shading. I'll start with the boomerang shape, shading with Jubilee green. I dip my brush into the medium, then work it into the bristles. Then I side load by scooping up the paint onto one corner of my brush, and I'll stroke it on my plate to load the bristles with the paint, giving me a gradient of color. With the paint side of the brush closest to the edge, I'll shade around the shape, and I'll reload the brush as needed. I repeat the process with the rectangle, shading with primary red. With a smaller flat brush, I'll shade the crown with cable knit gray, and I'll add some lines to it too. I'll shade the perimeter of the entire piece with teal mint. Using cable knit gray, I'll add an outline to mimic that retro mid-century look. In those 50s mid-century atomic illustrations, the size of the outline will vary. A line may start out wide and become thinner, so I'm trying to mimic that. I've cut Merry Christmas on white vinyl, and I'll place Merry in the green and Christmas in the red. I'll tell you what, this vinyl was fighting me, but with some patience, I got it sorted out. I also cut these quasar stars, which I'll add to kick up that 50s atomic age feel. I just placed them wherever I thought they'd look best. I also replaced the dot on the eye with a little quasar. I'll spray it with a clear matte sealer. For the hanger, I cut a length of craft wire. I'll wrap it around my paint bottle, cross the ends with the wire right up against the bottle, and I'll twist it all the way down, leaving a couple inches free at the bottom. I'll push the wire through the opening and twist it around itself on the back using needle nose pliers. I made a bow to top it off with this striped ribbon. Not as retro as I would have liked, but I had it on hand. To make the first loop, I'll fold about 6 inches behind the ribbon. I pinch it, making a 3-inch loop. I twist the tail so that the pattern faces forward. I make the second loop, also 3 inches, pinch and twist. I twist the pipe cleaner around the center and I'll dovetail the ends, hitting them with a lighter to stop them from fraying. And I'll set that aside. To make the larger bow, I repeat the process, but I make the loops a bit bigger, about 4 inches. This bow will have 4 loops, so I make the first 2 same as the smaller bow, but instead of cutting the ribbon, I'll make 2 more loops, pinching and twisting. I'll add the small bow to the top and twist the pipe cleaner around the larger bow. I'll fluff my loops and dovetail the ends. I twist it onto my wire hanger and I trim off the excess pipe cleaner. And for a final touch, I'll glue this holly sprig to my bow. And she's finished. I'm seeing more and more retro-influenced designs out there for Christmas, which I think is awesome because I love it. I hope you guys like it too. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving. I want to thank Sarah and Lisa for hosting. You'll find a link to both of their channels in the description box, as well as a link to the playlist and a list of all the supplies that I used in today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment and all that good stuff. Stay creative, my friends. Thanks for hanging with me. See you next time. Up all night with Monica.